The time I'm been waiting for so long, right now is time to start building these arches for the speakers, and I pretty much can guarantee that these are the most unique speaker boxes you ever see in your life. And what I'm doing right now, the first thing, I still waiting for the speaker parts which are supposed to arrive in the seaport tomorrow. But first thing what I'm doing right now is I'm not installing, but making holes for the speaker cable terminals. Why I'm doing this first is that I make hole into my speaker box, which helps me to get exact measurements and spots for the speaker parts. Right now they're fully closed, so I don't really know where's what. So right now, by doing holes, decent size holes, I can clarify and be sure where to drill the holes for the speaker parts. So let's do a couple of holes for speaker terminals next. I already made another one, and right now let's do it another one because I already know pretty much where to do it and what to do it. So this should be reasonably quick thing to do. And where these speaker terminals will go, they will go to the end of the horn, and this is the top side of the box. So here will be speaker terminal, then there will be two ports which I will place towards the upwards. Those will go to subwoofer side, and then I will run all the cables here at the top of the arch. But yeah, that's my plan right now going forward. And then the last one for the middle speaker, same thing. those are now done. And one more thing what I need to do is drill the holes for the Go Wheel lights cables, which are also coming out from here at the top. So electric cable is coming out from there and from here. Good. So next step is to get the speaker part size, and then I will start running the holes for the speaker parts, and after that it starts to really look good.
2,000 years later.
Finally, the speaker parts have arrived. Right here I have a plenty of stuff. For example, horns, which I need to install next. Actually, I have to do the holes for them first, and then I have 6-inch Celestion woofers here. They are packed right here. So here are the woofers. Nice, really heavy piece of equipment. And also what I have here is these tubes. So here is my ports for the build, and these are going to go in the top of the arches. But right now I need to start working with those arches, make the holes, make everything ready, and then the final pace of this project. Space for these parts will be very tight, so I really have to work on that little space and make sure that everything is right in place and they will all fit there. So that's what I have to concentrate next. I'm not 100% sure where the lines between the boxes are, so I have to make sure I find a screw right there. There must be one end, and I think there's a one end. So in between here I have to make fit this piece here and the woofer, and it's gonna be tight, but I'm sure it's gonna be good. But let's start working on that right now, and let's see how I can make everything fit there correctly. I put these arches here in the table so that hopefully I can find the correct spots to make the holes, because as I say, there's not too much extra room for them, so I have to make sure that everything will be in the right spot before making any holes. Diameter for the subwoofer element is 18 centimeters, it means that it needs to be 9 centimeters where I make the cut for this. So what I will do first, I have to make a practice cut somewhere to make sure that everything goes correctly, because if I don't do that, there's a huge chance that I will miss something and it won't look good after that. So right now, let's take a piece of wood somewhere. I'm not sure if I have a better. I actually have. This is better. Don't need to take that big one there. So what I actually did here, I drilled the hole with the correct size this here, and right now I'm going to go around and make the baffle cut for the subwoofers first, and let's see if that's correct size and if everything falls into place. right now all woofer holes have been cut. There's a lot of dust here because I broke my what's called whatever, so I cannot clean it up right now. I need to get another one, but right now looks good, especially when you put those woofers on the place. They look so awesome. Now a little bit cleaning, sanding, and then next thing to make holes for those horns, and after that it starts to look really, really nice. Things are moving pretty fast right now, and I'm doing basically finishing touches here with the arches, and my goal is to get these arches hanging tomorrow. And what I'm doing right now, I'm soldering the speaker terminals in the arches. So speaker cables will be connected into terminals. I'm not running the hard wire into the arches, but rather having a terminals there as well. Not specifically any reason for that, but I just think that's the way to do it. If I need to take it off or something like that, I think it's better this way. It's more manageable and control the connections and all that. So right now I'm doing this, and as soon as I get this one last one, I will show you what I have done today. So let's do the one more cable here. What's wrong with my... Okay, there you go. So I have one more to solder, and then I'm all done with this. It's good practice because I know I need to build the crossovers for these HT-6 speakers as well. So that's why I got the new soldering machine today. I want to make sure that everything goes smooth when I get that far. Right now I need to get these arches first, and I get some space here in the garage to do rest of the stuff. Okay, right now they are done. So let's see what I've been doing today. First of all, speaker spots are all done. I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing or whatever it is, but I decided that I will put the port upside firing towards the ceiling, and I think then my front side is looking better. I don't know if that's the best solution, but that's what I'm gonna do. There is running pipes for all the electric. There is cables running for the GoWheel lights, and all the speaker wires will be running in separate tube right there. And after I'm finished with this, I'm pretty much done with the arches. I will hang them and then finish it up, and all the speaker parts will go up last when they're already hanging there, so I'm not gonna risk about somehow ruining them or making damage. So let's do everything ready here, and then after that I will hang the arches and speakers and pretty much done after that. A few more little things and I'm done. What do you think? How they are going to look?
The next day.
Right now it's Friday and I want to show you what I did last night. Right now the arch is completely assembled. I painted yesterday. I talked about it earlier that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, whether I keep it in the matte paint or dead black paint or little shiny black or even the cover with the fabric. But right now I painted with the, I think, matte black, and at the top of the arch there's that white is a LED bar, which wasn't as good as I thought about it, but let's see how that turns out when it's finished. Other than that, arch is looking really good. It's actually way better than what I expected, so it's not a mistake. Only thing what I'm a little bit worried about is the angle of these speakers. As you see here, they are angled towards the listening position. There's a little bit these skyline diffusers, maybe a little bit on the way, not sure. The angle is sharper than it looks, and depending a little bit about where I sit, not sure if they are perfectly aligned, but that's the problem of the future, right? Not right now. I will pull up everything together right now and let's see how everything goes after that. Other than that, I think everything looks really good. I'm really happy with the result. Also, you see light cables coming out of there. There's gonna be 4 recessed lights, little electric work waiting here, electrician to finish it up. But other than that, everything is starting to take place and everything looks pretty awesome. I'm very happy with everything here right now. What I need to do next, I need to go solder the crossovers, and after I install crossovers in there, I can install all the speakers, little stuffing inside the speakers, and after that this room is pretty much done. Then I just need to finish my rack and calibrate and test everything. But right now it's looking pretty good, and I think I'll be finished within this weekend. Here in the garage everything is set up for a little soldering mission. I have sorted out all the parts. Everything is ready here. All I need to do is fire up my new soldering machine and put everything together, and then we are ready for the installation. So here we are working with the crossovers, and this is already third time around with DIY Soundgroup crossovers, so I pretty much know what I'm doing. And what I'm doing first up here, I'm putting all these biggest parts here first, and then I'm locking them down with zip ties. And later, when I go into smaller parts, those I will hot glue into place. But right now, these bigger parts are tied up with the zip ties. Actually, my zip ties are too small. I need to get the bigger ones. At least these are long enough, but that's what it is. These zip ties are way too long, but it doesn't matter. You can always cut them down to the correct size. Doesn't matter. There you go. I'm just running out of these zip ties, so maybe these smaller ones. Actually, no, I don't think they work with these either. I need to get more zip ties. So this is what I'm doing next, who knows, hour or so. We'll see how long it takes. This is the next project. Now the first crossover is completed. Everything has been soldered and everything is good right now with that one. So let's go into the next one. So what I need to do here is make sure that every joint here is properly soldered. It's not hard, but it's something you really get to do it good to make sure that every connection is working. With these DIY Soundgroup parts, this is extremely easy because these boards are excellent in quality. These are really easy to solder. Just make sure you heat the board and the connector first, and then just put the tin in and make sure you have it enough and it's tied. So cold soldering is your enemy. So make sure your soldering is hot enough, and then everything will lock into place. After I'm done with this, I just need to cut extra away, and after that put those little plastic pieces in the corners, which raises the crossover a little bit when I screw it into the speaker box. So these are ready after that. I have had little problems here and there, but right now it's time to close last of the speaker boxes. So right now crossovers have been assembled. I will install the crossovers first, and I was about to screw them up in there, but I realized that I don't really need to, because they can just stay there at the bottom of the speaker, and those speakers aren't going to move anywhere, so they can just be there and they're not moving anywhere, they're not going anywhere, so I can just leave them there and they will be good and stable in there. So what I need to do first is get this incoming cable right there. And make sure that cables are good to go. And then I will hook them up into the crossover here. Let's screw them into the port. I have to fix another one a little bit. And here we go. And tied up the screws carefully so I don't need to worry about it later. There you go. And crossover goes at the bottom right there. Front side is woofer. So woofer cable is going there and that one is there. Then what I will do next, I put a little bit fill in here. That's good. There you go. And a little bit more to the other side. There we go. Nice and loose. Don't want to fill it up, but put it nice and tight there. Then I need a woofer. Let's open the box carefully. Break nothing. There we go. And let's take this nice Celestian professional loudspeaker out of the box. Have the screws ready. Here we go. And right now the woofer. Make sure that cables go right way. And here the woofer will go into its place. Next I need to finish up this. There will be 2 screws going into this compression driver like this, and then you put horn in the place and tied it up with 2 screws, bolts actually. So 2 bolts goes right down there, and then you're gonna tie this thing up. Very simple DIY project for anybody interested about good DIY speakers. Here you go. Right now, all I need to do is install it there. Have to make sure. I have had a little bit problem with my screws. I made it a little bit too big, that inside area. So right now I need to do some little fix to make it work. And what I'm been doing, I'm been putting a little piece of wood inside there and then I hang it in there. So I will do that next. I need to go make that piece of wood. Last holiday week in the books and work is calling on Monday. But it's been very, very fun and very productive week, as you saw in the film. I have got a lot of work done this past week. Speaker parts finally arrived. That was the biggest thing of the week. I got them on Tuesday, and as soon as I picked them up, I started to build right away. And right now I'm happy to say that Arch is done. I'm extremely happy about getting it done, but also I'm very happy about results. Yes, there are still things that I need to consider and think about it, but that's not, today's agenda. Right now I will fire everything up when I get my Trinnov, and after that I will figure it out how it works. So let's take a quick look what I'm talking about here. So here you can see right now I'm sitting on the seat. It's in the correct spot. There is still a little bit painting and fixing done in that joint. And here you can see my Atmos speakers, which I think look really, really good. I wasn't sure how good they are going to look. Do I need to cover them with the fabric or something? But as of right now, they will be there and they will stay as it is. It's final painted and I really like how they look right now. The only thing that I'm thinking here is that are they angled strongly enough to the listening position? They are pretty angled. They doesn't look that angled from this view, but they should be pointing pretty good towards the main listening position, and hopefully they work there. If not, then again it needs the bigger solution and bigger fixes and basically do the whole arc over again or something like that. There is one speaker spot still open. I had to fix it a little bit because I had a little issue which I make a little mistake. If you can see, not sure if you can see it from here, but there is speaker terminal inside of that hole right there, and it is lightly in the wrong spot so that the horn or compression driver doesn't fit in there. So I had to do a little raise there, and right now it's painted and just waiting to add that last speakers, and it should be fitted right now, and it's still in the same angle and it's pretty seamless. You won't recognize it there, so it's really good up there. Lights are still waiting to get connected. So here you can see some light cables waiting for those GoV lights to go up. I need electrician to come check it out. Same thing here, electrician is still at the vacation, so I'm still waiting to close the ceiling. Other than that, everything in the room itself is pretty much in place. Curtain is right there, it's done. I'm not sure if that barrel is going to stay there, but it's there at least for right now. Obviously, subwoofers are there and they are looking great. Everything here in the room is painted. Everything here in the room is ready. So right now, add that one speaker in there. And after that, I'm basically done with the room. Little painting here and there. And seats are in the right spot. So right now I'm ready to start calibration and stuff, which will not happen yet because I'm waiting something to arrive, but more about that in the later videos. Last week's video about subwoofers has got more attention than ever before. So there is a lot of new followers in the channel. We're closing to 800 right now, which is excellent number. And also viewing hours has been raised recently quite a bit. So welcome everybody who's new in the channel. Hopefully you like the channel. This is Leffafriikki from Finland. And right now I'm building basically my fourth iteration of my room, and right now I'm pretty close to get done. I still have a little bit work to do. I have one building project which I will introduce you to next week. You probably know what is all about it, but that project will start this weekend, and hopefully I get that done next week. And after that, everything in the room will be done. Then I'm waiting for something really cool to arrive in the rack, and as soon as I get my rack running, it's time to fire up, calibrate, test everything, and I can't wait. I can't tell you how much I wait. It's been like over 2 months that I haven't watched any video, so I'm really looking forward to fire up everything again, and I'm sure this is going to sound epic. So it's really worth of wait. I just, you know, I'm ready to go. So what else this week? No physical media. Nothing new. I'm expecting something to arrive, but I think it's gonna be middle of the next month. They just released, I think, Michael this week. I'm obviously getting it, but I bought it with another movie which will come out next month, and they don't send that until I get the second one if I don't go to Helsinki to pick it up. That's another story. So no new physical media this week. Obviously haven't watched any movies this week. I didn't go to movie theater. It's been way too busy week building up this room and finishing the speakers, finishing the crossovers, finishing the arts. It's been all building that, you know, end of the week. And right now I'm tired, but I'm really happy about where we at right now. So hopefully you like this week's video. This week was everything about building. Next week, little tweaking, little building project. Hopefully some new stuff is coming in next week, but I don't know yet. Is it next week, early week after that? But it's coming, and that's gonna be epic finish for this project. Right now, keep commenting. There's a lot of people commenting about the subwoofer. Yes, I don't know what's gonna come up with it, but I'm really looking forward to fire it up and see if that helps anything, if that brings anything new. I have no idea. What I'm sure about, it looks good. It's really looking good at back of the room. But right now, I keep working. I will start editing this video, start the new project for the next week, and hopefully you like it. Subscribe, put the thumb up, and share the channel for your friends if you know people who's in business who likes home theater, DIY, and stuff like that. Please follow the channel. And right now, I will say I will see you in the next video. Hopefully you like it, and I see you next week. Bye for now. Bye.